Chevy with a bag, cause you know I'm getting paid. Yeah. You can't stop the hustle, no. We pull up different whips every day. Yeah.
I was riding around in a Chevy with a bag, cause you know I'm getting paid. Yeah. And y'all can't stop the hustle, no. We pull up different whips every day.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm here to talk to y'all about my 1 year review of the CTS V. Well, I got my CTS V about a year ago. It's wintertime here in Michigan, so I got it put up. That's just so I don't have to have 3 sets of tires. I only got 1 set. Looking to buy a set of R's so we can do some track stuff. When I first got the car, bone stock, the car ran like 1201s. Pretty good time for a stock car. Well, I ended up putting some bolt-ons. I think I might have posted some stuff where y'all seen the bolt-ons that I added, but all I added was cold air intake, E85, and upper and lower pulley. E85, upper lower pulley, and catch can. And that's it. Well, you know, the fuel pump, they had to go with it, but that's all a part of it. I wasn't going to make this YouTubing thing a constant thing, but I am, because of the simple fact that I am going to take the car a little further. My goal was to get a 10-second drivable car. I've drove that car up to Okemos, Ontario, up in the mountains. I then drove to Tennessee. I drive that car everywhere. Besides wintertime, I daily that car every day, and it's very manageable. So I made it down to the 10.9. I made it down to 10.9. I want to say 10.9.8. I got more out of it. Didn't get a chance to do a lot of track time because I was really concentrating on the way the car drove, you know, because I got it to drive it. I'm a driver. I ain't about to buy no car and it's just about to be a race car, you know, not about to do all that. I had some questions. People asked me, how was it in the snow? It sucks in the snow. I had to drive it in the snow one day last year, so it really sucked. But that's probably 9 chances out of 10 due to the fact of the tires that was on it. Somebody else asked me, what are some of the things to look for when you're buying a CTS V? Well, one of the major things to look for is to make sure the supercharger isolator has been replaced. Basically what GM do, they replace your whole supercharger. It's just a little $5-10 piece. Even if you buy one and you want to replace it yourself, you can. It take you about 15-20 minutes to replace. But GM is replacing the whole superchargers. I don't know how long it's lasting, but when I bought my car, the isolator was replaced. I've been hearing people saying keep an eye on your diff, but I think that's more for Gen 1s, V1 owners, and not V2s. I haven't heard any problems out of the V2s. So, them couple of things to look out for. Other than that, man, I really haven't had any problems. I love the car to death. It was a very good choice. I don't know if y'all know, I was torn between a few different cars, the Hellcat being one of them. What ruled me out of the Hellcat was I wasn't about to buy a $70,000 car. It did do 10, you know, you got a 10.9, 10.8 out of it factory that I know of, but it was other issues plaguing that, like mainly because it's a $70,000 car, and I can look down the street and see a $30,000 car that looked just like it. And modding it is pretty expensive. You know, it's you go from 500 to 5,000 real quick. So I stayed away from that because of the simple fact I love the Caddy. When I first drove the Caddy, I drove a V1, and when I drove that V1, I was hooked. And it took me a few years to get mine, but I got it, and I modded it, and I think I got very little money into modding it, and I was able to run a 10.9 on street tire, which is very respectable on a street tire. If I put a drag radio on there, I should be able to get down to, I'm figuring about 10.5, maybe lower than that. Well, pretty much I know I can get lower than that. But there is gonna be some more mods. It's gonna be some more events I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna start going to some of these grudge races. Y'all can hang out with me. I wanna sit back and kick it with y'all about a bunch of stuff, like cams and different things like that. And give me some of your stories about some of the races you done had. And don't get me wrong, I'm not down on Mopar at all. I used to be a Mopar guy. I was born and raised Mopar. I had a Magnum, SRT8 Magnum. I put a cam and stuff in there, but by the time I got to working on that, it got it up to 500, a little bit over 500 horsepower. Chrysler started coming out with these, 10-second. I mean, come on, man. You can buy. I come from the era where you got to work on your car to get it to go fast. Now these little cats can run in here, drive off the dealership, and they got almost a 10-second car if they know what they're doing. Everybody can't drive, but that ain't my fault. So with that being said, I did have my SRT8 Magnum. I did have a SRT8 Cherokee. Back in the day, I've also had a Javelin. I had a Challenger 446 pack. That was a 10-second car. I had a Grand National. That was a low 10-second car, full body car, everything, air conditioned and everything. So, needless to say, I'm no rookie to this. So we're gonna be making some trips. One of the trips I'm doing this year, after I do some modding over the winter, I'm gonna do a couple of more mods. One of the trips I'm making this year is gonna be to the Michigan Speed Fest, which is a standing half mile. I'm looking at to get about 170 maybe. This car's out there doing 192, so even some doing 200. So that's where I'm gonna start at. And basically, man, we're gonna be out here having a lot of fun. I'm gonna post some pictures of some guys' shops I go to. I went to an event last night. It was a Christmas party, so I might post a couple of pictures. It was over at Aggressive Performance. Cool cat, man. He helped me build my Grand National, actually, and so he pretty much does Grand National. He do LS work, but needless to say, most of his work is Grand Nationals. People shipping these cars from all over the world. So, man, just stay tuned. This channel is not strictly for CTSV, but there's gonna be a whole lot of CTSV stuff going on, conversations. Hopefully I can get together and interview some cats, maybe even meet up with some of these other dudes. Tall Guy, Demonology, Street Vision, Daily Exotics, Family Guy. He's gone. Sorry to hear about that, and I hope he make it through everything. Tall Guy, he's going through some trouble, so I hope he get through everything too. But with that being said, daily driving my car for a year is beautiful, man. I had no problems out of it, man. I got on my tires. I switched my tires over to Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, so I drove it in the rain and everything, and it handled great in the rain. But I know with the power ads that I'm gonna do now, give me a tune. Oh, and I had cutouts put on it, and I think I'm gonna take them off. It's a little obnoxious, but it's fun. So I want y'all to stay tuned, man. Keep up with me. We're gonna be discussing radio drag radios to see what y'all think is the best, to see what I think is the best. And actually, I think I'm gonna do this. I got some t-shirts of One Quick Caddy t-shirts that I'm willing to give away. I'm gonna give you my mods, and whoever get the closest to what the horsepower is, I'll send you a shirt. Okay, my mods is a cold air intake, E85, upper pulley, 2.4 upper pulley, E85, cold air intake, 2.4 upper pulley, and it's something. Oh, I got cutouts. Oh, I got headers. I got long tube headers, no cats. So anybody hit it up in the comments and let me know what you think. And next time I do a video, hopefully I done had the comments and I'll be able to let y'all know who won. I'll ship the shirts out. I'll actually show them to you. I don't have one on me now because I'm in the mix of taking care of something. But the very next time, I'll show you the shirts. I'll ship them out. And y'all should be pretty good with that, man. But most definitely, I can't wait to kick it with y'all on some more stuff, man. Like I said, I got the Battle Creek, and this is in Michigan, the Speed Fest. I'm going to end up going out to, I'm going to go to Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky, I think it is, to the Corvette Museum. I'm looking at going to the Cadillac Attack in Florida. Cadillac Attack in Florida is in February, so that may be one of my first events. And then I have more events coming, like grudge races, daily drivers, street takeovers. So stay in touch, man. I got some content for y'all. And if everything go right with my mods, hey, you're gonna see me in some daily drivers, and you're gonna see me walking away with that cash. So let's kick it, man. I'll see y'all later.